Hello and welcome to episode 45. Today it's just going to be me, Mikyla, your host. Joe is actually out of town, so she won't be in this week's episode, but she's going to be doing next week by herself, so stay tuned for that. But today I'm going to be diving into cleaning routines. So if you're anything like me, a college student, and at first, I grew up in a house where we did clean all the time, and so I was able to learn that type of stuff. But when I transitioned into my own living, I was trying to figure out a good routine, good habits, and supplies that I like to use personally. So I'm going to be sharing kind of the routines that I've finally gotten down, and me and my husband at least, or definitely me, tries to do on a good routine base, just because I really love to clean. I feel like I like to live in a clean space. I get overwhelmed when it gets really dirty. So I feel like the routine we have now is perfect, and it keeps everything insured, and to make sure our apartment's clean, we have good habits, and that whenever we do end up, because we're just leaving this apartment, that it's going to be clean for the next tenant and that we can get that security deposit. So yeah, I'm just going to move right into it, what I have. Basically, I'm going to start kind of with what we do once a month, what we do twice a month, and what we do every week, that type of stuff. So going down the list, once a month, we definitely make sure that rugs and mats go in the laundry machine. So we vacuum them at least once a week or whatever, but to actually get them kind of more deep clean, almost like vacuum, just wash, whatever. It just helps a lot, and I feel if they're the bath mats that you might have in your bathroom, they're constantly getting moisture, and then that can lead to getting gross, and just make sure you wash stuff like that. And it's those little things you might not think of. So then we also do once a month a deep clean of the entire apartment, and so this involves, and this is something that I really like to do, is wiping down products. So this is from my hair care bottle to my skincare to my makeup products. I feel especially you're touching it all the time and your hands might be dirty or have other product on it. I feel this is something to really put into your routine, and it'll help a lot. The next thing is scrubbing and mopping floors. I feel that's good, especially if you live somewhere with hardwood floors or vacuum. You want to make sure you take care of those floors. I personally don't wear shoes in the apartment, and I try to have any guests not wear shoes as well. So that helps not bring dirt everywhere, so it makes kind of, scrubbing the floors a little bit easier when there's not too much dirt to go around. And then the next thing we do for deep cleaning is the trash can. So it's always good to wipe it all down inside and out in the lid, because even though garbage does go in there, you don't want the trash can to smell itself, because then it's just going to smell. And I live in a studio apartment, so anything that's in the kitchen you can smell in our bedroom section. So yeah, I think that's really important. The next one is a dishwasher and rinse aid refill. So cleaning your dishwasher is crucial. I feel this could even be twice a month if you're wanting to, if you do a lot more dishes than probably we do. It just, that's what's washing your dishes, getting it clean. You don't want mold buildup, you don't want dirt buildup. So make sure you go to the store. There's quite a few ways to wash your dishwasher. So. And rinse aid is important, especially for drying. So definitely look into that if you aren't sure, because I just learned what that is this year. And then the next thing we do for once a month deep clean is refrigerator/freezer. So I like to do this because I feel it's I don't know, it's so pleasing to me, and it's kind of ASMR a little bit. But I love to wipe down all the shelves and then clean all the drawers and stuff like that, and kind of purge oh, we haven't used this condiment forever and it's expired. Probably should get rid of that. All right, and then the next one we do is inside the oven. I feel we use our oven decent bit. We use it probably a little less than before, but I feel that's something that can consistently start building up some dirt or just grime, really grease. So making sure you clean that and are kind of on top of that is going to be good, especially for other tenants, or if you own a house or you're just living with your family. That's a really good thing to get, done. The other thing is garbage disposal. Quite a few ways to do this. And then hard to reach places on top of the fridge where dust might be. Baseboards around the your house or apartment, wherever. Wiping down desk and table. So coffee table, shelves like this is really good to just do a little disinfectant wipe. Window and window blinds, I like to try to do once a month. The shower, definitely like to deep clean that at least once a month. That includes like the shower head, the handle, all that type of stuff, and the curtain, because a lot of times that clear liner can get really dirty, so make sure you clean that too at least once a month. I like to do a deep vacuum of the couch and wipe down products in the living room. This includes electronics, so this is anything from my cameras. I definitely like to make sure my cameras are like dust free, and this is like my computer, my iPad, phone, that type of stuff. I like to wipe my phone down more consistently, especially if I have like been really busy that day eating food. Like I don't like my phone to get all grimy. And then cleaning the mattress. So there's lots of good ways to do this. I mean, even just vacuuming is good. And then washer and dryer machine. So that's everything we do once a month. Going into twice a month, the thing we do at least twice a month, so the first and third Sunday, is wash all our bedding. Some people, I think, do this weekly. Some people might not ever do this, but this is just kind of what we like to follow as a routine. I feel like we're, like, at least for me, like, I like to shower before I go to bed. Like, I like to feel clean, but I still know, like, sweat and, like, dirt, all that stuff builds up if you eat in your bed food. So washing that twice a month is good, but it's not for everybody. So just kind of think of things that work for you maybe, and things that you know could be good for your routine, and just kind of implement this. This is just what I do, but hopefully it can be helpful for you guys. All right, and then moving in. So every week, this is what I like to do every week. So I kind of take on the bathroom. So that includes like the mirror, the sink, cabinet spaces, like wiping down the toilet and giving that a little scrub. And then also wiping down like the plunger and toilet brush. We have like a plunger cover, so it helps and like kind of keeps everything over there. We don't use that like too often. The toilet brush I think is the biggest thing, because I like to clean the toilet. And what I find is best is taking hot water and then pouring it over the toilet brush after, to make sure that it stays clean and doesn't smell disgusting and start building up. And another one is just wiping down the shower with the good spray, paper towels, or like wipes, whatever you got. And then I also like to wipe down the washer and dryer, just because a lot of like lint and like other things can build up easily, especially if you're like washing mats and stuff. You want to make sure you kind of like get rid of all that dirt out of the mats first, so it doesn't get in your laundry machine. All right, and then also weekly, this is kind of like what my husband does. This is just how we split it up, because we both like to take on like cleaning, but he'll once a week do the kitchen. This includes wiping and scrubbing down the counters, scrubbing the microwave, the coffee machine, because he does drink coffee like daily, and I use the Keurig a good bit for like hot water or whatever. So I feel there's like those little pods that clean through, and then just giving it a good wiped in scrub. And the toaster, you know, the breadcrumbs that fall, make sure you empty that tray so it doesn't smell like burnt bread every time you make a bagel or something. And then your sink, that's a big thing to wipe down and clean, because it can get gross and like all the food left over in there. Just, I hate the smell of a dirty sink. And wiping down just like the outside of the fridge, and then the mirror. We also have a mirror in our kitchen, and just a good little Windex just to keep it clean, free of like dirt, dust, whatever. And then vacuum the whole apartment. And of course, this isn't for everybody, and this is at least for us, because we do live in a studio, so it's a little bit smaller. So we're able to do things like vacuum the whole apartment every week, but that might not be for everybody. Just depends on the time you have, the space you have, and just what fits your lifestyle. And then the last thing we do every week is wash all hand towels, my hair towel, and body towels. Even though when you get out of the shower, you're clean, right? I feel like towels can just hold up so much like dirt and just like get dirty over time. So this is what I like to do, is just clean it at least once a week through the wash, but that's also not for everybody. So just do what works for you. We have other towels that we'll filter through. So it's like, at the end of the week, we put that in the dirty clothes, new towels come out, the old ones, go get washed. So yeah, that's just kind of the routine we do at least every week. And then we went over what we do once a month for a deep clean, and then twice a month washing the bedding. So to finish up this episode, and it's a quick one, just kind of going over the routine. Hopefully it helps you guys put together something for yourself in your apartment, your home, or dorm, whatever. But yeah, another thing as needed, like I don't really have a set laundry day. I just kind of do it as we need. So, like let's say we had a lot of clothes or we're working out. I think that's the biggest thing is with working out. I like to wash my clothes like if I sweat. So that kind of builds up a lot of laundry throughout the week. So sometimes it can be once a week, sometimes it can be twice a week. It just depends. So that's just as needed. And my biggest tip is to make sure when you fold your clothes, like do it right and fold them nicely away. It just makes, your week go by so much better, in my opinion. Of course, this is not for everybody. People don't have time. Sometimes you have that chair where you throw everything on. That's me. I definitely have that. But, just like allow yourself. You don't have to be perfect. Just make sure, take time to like set aside to clean your apartment or to do your laundry. Do those tasks because it'll, let you have a better week and put you in an environment that's cleaner and safer anyways. Another thing we do as needed is like purge. So like any clothes we like really don't wear, we'll either like donate or like try to resell, but ultimately donate. But we don't do this too often because I've been online shopping less, which is good. And sometimes we'll restock things. Like let's say I need like paper towels, we'll just switch that out as needed. And then as needed, I can't speak. And then another thing is a closet clean out. I know in closets, like a lot of dust can build up as well. So vacuuming or like wiping down drawers is super cool. And yeah, so just to note, this is of course not for everybody, but this is our situation. And a lot of times if you do rent and live in apartment complexes, your apartment will have like a maintenance team that you can call and request things. So like if something breaks or something happens, there's like, just an appointment away to get that fixed. That's how it is for me. I don't know anything about homeowning. I don't know anything about stuff like that. So I can't speak on that, but I do know for an apartment it comes in handy. And they do like a semi-annual inspection where they do filters and check like fire alarms. So like all that stuff is taken care of, like the filters for the apartment, because that's a big thing that can like build up a lot of dust over time. And yeah, I think that's about everything that I do in terms of maintenance. I hope you guys are able to like, take this and maybe use it to clean your apartment, clean your house. I think just writing it down, having set days. For me, I like to do it on Sundays because it just like, it's the end of the week for me, but beginning for the new week. It just helps like cleanse that week off, but then be ready and have a clean slate for the upcoming week. But yeah, that's just what I do every month, and I hope you guys enjoyed and are able to use this information and that it's helpful. I know this isn't like a fun or maybe a deep topic, but I do think it's super important, especially since some of you guys might be living on your own for the first time, because I know for me that was a big thing, and it's huge to take care of your space. I feel like it's so crucial, and it just puts me in a better mental space personally. I'm not sure for you guys. So yeah, I highly recommend getting a hold of some cleaning supplies, and maybe I'll do more videos about like supplies that I like to use or whatever. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a lovely week, and Joe will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.